Hi everyone. So yeah, I wanted to do a video talking about. I wasn't going to do this, but I saw it on the news recently, and I thought I've got to do a video talking about this. Yeah, it's about Swindon basically. They're planning on revamping Fleming Way. They're planning on removing the underpass on Fleming Way. And like I said, I think it's meant to ease kind of congestion. It's meant to like make the value of stuff near Fleming Way more kind of profitable or whatever. But this is the sort of problem I've got. You know, removing underpasses and stuff, I think that's actually going downhill, because I think, I've said before that I think that society is kind of built around and sort of made for sort of cars, vehicles, transport system, I suppose. But I feel this is a bad thing. I feel like, you know, the idea of removing underpasses, removing footbridges or whatever is bad, because, you know, you've got to realise that in Swindon, I'm talking about, in Swindon, but right by Jury's Inn, that Whalebridge underpass, they had that about 10 years ago. They had like a big underpass thing right by Jury's Inn. And they took that away. They filled that in 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And then only about 6 years ago, the footbridge going by Wyvern Theatre, they knocked it down. Going over Princes Street, which is a dual carriageway. Now people just have to cross. So it's going downhill. You know, removing footbridges, removing underpasses, that's just the complete opposite of what the council should be doing. They should be adding underpasses, adding footbridges. You know, they should have underpasses or something on the Magic Roundabout. They should have something going on Drove Road. They've got nothing on Drove Road. They should have something there. They should have something, some sort of, you know, underpass or footbridge, sort of, you know, somewhere along kind of Drake. I mean, they have got one on Drake's Way, but they should have more really, and it's not enough. And you know, the idea of getting rid of more, you know, increase accessibility to pedestrians. If I was part of the council, I'd be saying this. I'd be saying, forget removing it all. You need to be increasing the amount of underpasses and footbridges. You need to be adding them on, not taking them away. This is the complete opposite of what you should be doing. Like I said, they're doing it for the cars, the vehicles, the transport system. They're not doing it for pedestrians. But for me, the key thing is to give pedestrians access to the town centre. Give them accessibility, but not take it away. Because like I said, cars and vehicles couldn't care less if there's an underpass going under the road, or if there's traffic lights on the road, or a pelican crossing. They couldn't care less. But the pedestrians who have to cross there, the pedestrians who are actually going underneath there, it matters to them, because it's a safety measure. It's easier for pedestrians to go into a subway along a footbridge on, say, a dual carriageway than having to cross a road. You know, it's different. You know, and it's safety as well. I think it's better to keep, you know, motorists and pedestrians separate in that way, and I think it's going downhill. I think they should be adding them on, not taking them away. And the main one going under Fleming Way, they could probably knock it down or something. They're going to revamp that Fleming Way area, make it all one flat thing like a bus boulevard, and then, I don't know, I think it's a bad one. I think it's a mistake. I think they should be adding them on. I can see why they're taking away the underpasses for like safety and stuff. Well, you know, they say, you know, people hang around there, whatever. But still, I'm sorry, but I think they should keep them for pedestrian access. And that's another thing. There's been a bit of hypocrisy going on in Swindon Council. They're planning on filling in the underpasses on Co-Water roundabouts, on Marlborough Road and on Queen's Drive, right by Co-Water. They're going to fill those in. And I've seen online something like people of Elding and stuff had said, this is ridiculous. You know, we're not going to be able to access Co-Water. And even I kind of, you know, sometimes use those underpasses. It's ridiculous. They need, and they're going to fill them in. But it's hypocrisy, because there's an underpass sort of near the train station that goes towards, you know, sort of North Swindon and kind of, so is it Rodbourne or something? Yeah, or Van, I can't get too confused. But yeah, there's an underpass that goes on by the train station. They're going to revamp that one, which is like a cycle route. And there's an underpass that goes towards the Allison, and they're going to revamp that one. So it's hypocrisy of them revamping in and putting money into underpasses that are sort of near the town centre, near when they want to gain their profits. But then right on the edge of Swindon, they can fill them in. But even then, the one on Fleming Way's going to go. And they got rid of the one on Jury's Inn, a big kind of underpass area by Jury's Inn. Now they can obviously used to be a roundabout, and now they've changed it. And they got rid of the footbridge going from Wyvern Theatre over Princes Street, and it's just ridiculous. I think it's hypocrisy, and I had to do a video. I wasn't going to do a video today because I'm staying in a hotel actually. I'm going away for a few nights now, so I won't be doing videos for a few nights. So I wasn't even going to do one today. But I just thought, I can't stand the hypocrisy. I can't stand what they're doing. I mean, my mum told me about it the other day. She said, Elliot, they're going to close down Fleming Way for 2 years. I'm thinking, fucking hell. And they're going to complete, I've seen something online, like an advertiser, they said they're going to get rid of the Fleming Way underpass. I'm thinking, no. It's so infuriating. They're so infuriating. Why get rid of the underpasses and footbridges? Don't get rid of them. You should be adding them on. You should be increasing access to pedestrians to get to the town centre, not taking them away. Like I said, the world is built around cars and vehicles and transport. I don't even like cars. But like I said, the world is built by easing congestion. I'm seeing where money can be made or whatever. It's absurd. But for pedestrians, they don't care if they make them cross. They don't care if they make them. It's ridiculous. They need to increase access for pedestrians, not remove access. If I was part of the council, I'd be saying you're doing it all wrong. Because the thing about Swindon Town Centre, it's actually quite good. It's got a very big town centre. And it's got the outlet centre as well, so it's got a lot of shopping. It's actually quite good, Swindon, I feel. A lot better than other places, really, really is. But you should have been increasing access to it, not decreasing access. Cars couldn't care less if there's a crossing, if there's a footbridge over the road, if there's an underpass. Cars couldn't care less. But it's the pedestrians that are affected more. It's the pedestrians that are, it's safety. It's more safe, way more safer. And especially as there's a lot of dual carriageways in around Swindon. A lot of the Princess Street is dual carriageway. And even Fleming Way isn't a dual carriageway. But they should be increasing access to pedestrians, not removing the access. And I feel like Swindon Council have got this wrong. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the Swindon Council are doing. They're messing up. And I need to do a video. I wasn't going to do a video today. I wasn't going to do it. I'm going to leave in about. I'm going to stay in a hotel. But I feel like this had to be done, and I could not do this. So yeah. I think Swindon Council need to up their game, and I'm a bit worried now that they're going to remove all the footbridges and underpasses. I mean, they already have done by town centre. I've said to you, right over Princess Street and that roundabout underpass area, Wellbridge roundabout by Jury's Inn. Now they're going to remove the underpass on Fleming Way, and then they're going to remove all the Coatwater underpasses. It's just unbelievable. It's like removing all the underpasses. No. It's a disaster. You can't remove them. You're going to add them on. Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable, and it's a shame. It's a shame they it's a shame they're doing that. They should be adding them on. So if you're part of the council, I'll be saying, I want another footbridge over Princess Street. I want an underpass here by Drove Road. I want a footbridge here. I'll be saying I want to add them on, not remove them. And they're actually removing them. They actually don't care. Wow. And they're going to put a pelican crossing over a dual carriageway by the Coatwater roundabout, they said. They're going to remove the two underpasses that lead to Coatwater, so it makes it easier for people of Eldine and whatever to get there, and people of that that area, Leiden and whatever. But they're going to remove the underpasses, so someone else saying, who the hell's going to be motivated to cross a pelican crossing over a dual carriageway? Because Queen's Drive is a dual carriageway, and even then they lose directly from the M4 those roads. That's why they're very big. It's just absurd. I don't know what they're thinking. It's a shame. They should be adding them on, not removing them. If I was part of the council, I'd be screaming. I'd say no. Swindon's got a decent sized town centre. It's got the outlet centre as well. You should be adding them on, not removing them. I'll say I want something over Princess Street again. Princess Street is a dual carriage. I want a footbridge over there right now. I want something over Drove Road or something. I want something near the Magic Roundabout. I want something right by Jury's Inn now. I want access to the town centre. I want to increase access for pedestrians. Not remove access, and they've got it all wrong, and it's just so infuriating. It's so infuriating that the world is being built around where it makes profit, where cars, vehicles, transport. They don't care about the pedestrians. They're thinking, fuck them. And it's a shame, and I just hope it changes, and it's so frustrating. But I had to do a video. You can see how I'm sort of flustered now. I'm a bit kind of... But yeah, I wasn't going to do a video now. I had to. Because I just, yeah. So yeah, hopefully, you see where I'm coming from. I said if you're in and around Swindon, if you're from Swindon, if you live in Swindon, wherever, perhaps you understand what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm sure, you understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's a shame that they're doing that. And I suppose it goes through any area. Because, any area, I suppose, that has a lot of dual carriageway, a lot of busy roads, adding the pedestrian areas. I mean, Marlborough High Street's rubbish. Marlborough High Street doesn't even have any traffic lights going over the High Street. That's really, it's one of the widest high streets in England, I think. It doesn't have any traffic lights. It's stupid, that. But anyway, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So, hope you agree with me. Perhaps you can write to the council and stop them from doing it. Say, instead of getting rid of the Fleming Way underpass, add it on. God, it's almost a 9-minute video. Fucking hell, it's not even worth it. Talking about Swindon and the underpass and footbridges. Oh, whatever.